Good day everyone. In this video, I'll teach you how to set up your files for your illustration ideas. So first up, ensuring that Photoshop is up on your screen, click on Create New. Up the top over here, click on Print, and your A4 settings will come up. If your A4 settings do not, you can just simply set them on the right hand side, which is 210 on the width, 297 on the height, and a 300 resolution pixels per inch. Just ensure that your color mode is set to CMYK from there, and clicking create. Now, the next step is to import images into your artboard. So just locate where your image is, clicking and dragging inside there. To fix your image down in the space, you can just hit enter from there. If you like to size down your image or change the size of that, hold on to Ctrl T on your keyboard and you'll be inside the free transformation mode. So at the corners of the picture itself, you can see that your arrows will turn into diagonal arrows. These are the tools that will actually help you size up or size down your image from there. So let's say, for example, I'm happy with this size over here. Just make sure that it's balanced over here. And if I'm happy, I'll just hit enter and that will be it. So you do need one layer, and that will be your picture layer over here. So I'll just rename this by double clicking it and renaming it picture. All in all, you should have 4 different layers. So excluding the background, starting from the picture, you need to create another layer. So down the bottom over here, you can see that there's an icon, create a new layer, click on that. Double click on the name and rename that idea 1. Create another layer, double click on that idea 2, and create another layer, click on that, double click on that, and that's idea 3. Now I'll just switch off the other 2 layers on top and just focus on idea 1 over here. If you'd like to drop the opacity just so that your illustrations show up well, you may do so with this bar over here just by clicking on the arrow, and you can see that you can toggle on the opacity over there. Alright, so make sure you're selected back on the idea 1 layer over here. So using your brush tool over here, click on that. You can select whichever brush or type of pencil or a general brush you wish to use to create your illustrations from there. So clicking on that, if I like that, the size of my brush, you could change it up the top, or you could use the rectangular bracket keys on your keyboard to size them up or down from there. Select your color. I always like to go for either blue or red, just so that it stands out from the background. So I would suggest going in closer, and because my theme is in terms of camping, so I could draw icons that relate to camping from there. So in your case, you would have already identified a Mezzanot club that you wish to promote. So let's say, for example, if it's chess, you might want to start thinking about what sort of icons of chess you like to put in, what sort of typography relating to chess that you like to put in from there. So my imaginary spot is camping, so I could possibly sketch out camping sites, a tent as an idea. That could be in the background. If you like to overlay that with an animal of sorts, you can also overlay that at the front if you wish, and drawing the animal over there. So everything that you draw, icons or typography that you draw, it needs to be able to relate to the Mezzanot College club that you have chosen from there. Try to also consider typography. So if I'm promoting the outdoor education or camping sort of a sport over here, I can start to think about what sort of typography that will relate to a sporty sort of look or camping sort of look over here. So think about what sort of text you like to include over there. Some of you have thought about slogans. You can also put your slogans inside there. Google out what sort of fonts you can have and include also inside your design from there. So try to overlap text and also icons with your imagery because that will create a more dynamic look. Right, you can toggle on the eye just to try and have a look at how your design looks like. Try overlapping your elements from there. Once you're done with that, you can just click off the eye, click on the eye of Idea 2, select that, and you can start working once more with your brush from there. Once you're done with everything, ensure that you export your files. So as you export your files, click on File, Export, Export as. Ensure that you export it as a JPEG. So click on the format over here, change that to JPEG, and click Export. Select the location that you like to drop that in, so that will be your idea number 1, and make sure you have your name up there. Alright, so do this for each and every idea that you have created over here. Make sure that you have selected the correct layer or hidden the other layers that you do not want people to see as you export your files from there. Remember that you need to keep saving your files every now and then. So if you were to see an asterisk over here, this means that you have not saved your files. So always save your files after every change. Thank you, everyone.